believe it was Neymar and Messi, perhaps, or maybe it was Maradona that he brought on last time. But we'll probably see appearances from those off the bench. We'll see Dani Alves and Bobby Firmino on the reserves as well, and Jorginho. Very interesting. And then MH7's team, looking very similar. This is the one that kind of caught my eye when he played the first time, because obviously, who else have we seen use Player of the Month? David De Gea? Not many. Flashback Varane was the first time we had seen that as well. Conte, Mbappe, Pele, Maradona, and R9 in the starting 11. And of course, Jude Bellingham, again, consistent across all teams.
Jude Bellingham. Like Leah mentioned, everybody seems to want Jude Bellingham in their team. The man has been doing the business for all the competitors so far. So if you guys need any advice on who to add to your midfield, I think all the pros here would say Jude Bellingham should be the first name on that team sheet, along with maybe even N'Golo Kanté. But you can see there, PSG does not have Kanté to start with. He's got KDB and Jude. He likes a bit of that more versatility, because of course Jude, KDB, they can defend and they can, you know, let one rip. They can shoot one from distance.
Kanté with KDB.
Yeah, KDB can, Bellingham can, Gravenberch can. Of course, we saw a bit of Gravenberch. N'Golo Kanté, he's got improved shooting, but maybe not as good as KDB and the likes of them.
Yep, I have to agree. Who do you think the man of the match for each team will be this time around?
Oof, this time around, I'm going to go, honestly, with PSG, I'm going to go with KDB. And then for his opponent, I'm going to go with Jude Bellingham. Let's see what happens here.
All right. You heard it here first, chat. You heard it here first.
How about yourself? Who do you think?
I'll probably go with Jude Bellingham for MH7. And then for PHN, I don't know. I'm thinking there's going to be a defensive masterclass again. Maybe on Marquinhos, Ruben Diaz. Something along those lines. That's what I'm feeling.
Could be an interesting matchup. These guys just getting ready, just getting settled in. And we're going to see which one of them from R10 Esports is going to go through. You can see the stage, and I love the color coordination with their jerseys and the logo of R10. Everything just fitting right, black and gold. Just
you know, I feel like this time they're going in a lot less nervous. They look calmer. They look, you know, less stressed, perhaps. I think going up against an opponent maybe takes some of the pressure off, knowing them personally, but also knowing how they play, what they're up against. They probably play daily, especially, you know, leading up to this tournament. So they look locked in, confident. Definitely
look locked in. Honestly, they just want this to kick off. They're probably wondering what's going on. They just want to get into it. These guys want to earn their money, man. They want to get things going.
It's been a long day for them as well. They probably were at the venue bright and early this morning to set up, prep, and then they're not leaving until likely after this.
Definitely a long day for the two of them, but hopefully leg one about to start in just a second over in Paraguay.
8:24 p.m. local time. So for a lot of these people, is there a big time change? I know it's an hour ahead of us. So perhaps there's not a big time change.
Probably not the worst time change for a lot of them, just coming over from Brazil. So they'll be used to this. I wonder
how far of a trip that is for them.
It could be, depending on the city that they're in Brazil. You know, Brazil, very big country.
Very, very big.
These guys get set up. Very big country, Brazil. So they're probably varying flight lengths, I guess you could say, for these guys. I think we're about to get things ready. These guys look ready, and we're about to get into it. PHZin versus MH7.
Teammates, let's go.
The two teammates face off. We have kickoff. Let's go. We're going to have PHZin in the dark strip. Attacking from left to right. MH7 in the white strip. Attacking from right to left. He's on the ball right now. Ronaldo. Jude Bellingham again. Intercepted by Jude Bellingham. Jude
Man of the match.
He is just absolutely everywhere so far. Marquinhos is going to give it to Ruben Diaz. João Cancelo on the left as usual. Always so reliable. Ronaldo on the wing for PHZ. Is it to Hakimi? Hakimi just recycling things. Once again, switching side to side, just trying to find some empty spaces between the defense, but can't find anything. Again, these guys are teammates, so they know all the tricks that they do. They know each other so well. So this could be a very tight one. Pele.
Oh.
R9!
Oh, from a rebound. Oof. MH7 takes the lead, you guys, after a mistake. A rebound by PHZ. Wow.
PHZ unlucky there. R9 is not going to miss from that angle, even though it's a tight one near post to Donnarumma. And MH7 takes the lead in this R10 derby. It's a good start.
R10 derby.
They do have an R10 derby over here. Again, the two teammates squaring off. Just needed a bit of luck there, MH7. The ball, like Leah mentioned, rebounding. Just, of all people to run into. It's gonna, oh my goodness, the instant.
Oh my gosh.
The instant response from Mbappe.
Wow. Crazy.
And he buries that. Mbappe's not gonna miss that either. Right off of kickoff. Just takes the volley. Again, near post finish, and we're back to 1-1, Leah.
Crazy. Crazy. This might be a high-scoring game, you guys. Back and forth, exciting, dramatic. That's what we love in a FIFA match, don't we?
We do love to see that in a FIFA match. 2 goals in 14 minutes already. Hopefully more goals to come. Or is it going to be a stalemate from here on? Mbappe on the ball now. Gives it out wide to Pele. He's going to recycle this one back to the other side. Give it to Cancelo. Ruben Diaz. Cancelo, of course, with that perfect link. Ronaldo. KDB gives it to Ronaldo. KDB on the ball again. R9 and Ronaldo trying to combine. They're ahead of them, but great interception from Conte. Doing what he does best for MH7. 20 minutes so far. 1-1. Lay a bit breathtaking so far, would you say?
Yeah, back and forth, exciting. This is, like I said, the type of FIFA that we love to see. The box work of PHZ is incredible. His left stick dribbling, his skill move, shot cancels, everything just in order to create space to have a shot away is very, very, very impressive.
Bellingham is everywhere. He's got a through ball now for Mbappe. Mbappe is going to do a heel-to-heel, no ball roll scoop. Gets the corner. Oh, the knock on. Oh, that seems to be the tactic. Kind of take the corner towards the edge of the penalty area, have somebody knock it down, and then knock it into the path of another player to put in the back of the net. Very interesting to see. And I'm worried now that a lot of people in Weekend League are going to be doing that now. That's usually the case. After a big tournament with a lot of viewers, a lot of people pick up the tactics.
Get inspired.
They do get inspired. I'll never forget in FIFA 19 when we had the Atlanta Champions Cup, and that's when the El Tornado Cross was discovered. And as soon as I went back that weekend to play, everybody was El Tornado Cross, and it was very interesting.
And the rest was history, huh?
And the rest was history, let me tell you. The rest was history. As we see here, just some more recycling back and forth to get the chances going. We have MH7 just holding the ball, just trying to suss out some open space. They can make a move or two and get the goals that he needs to win this and go through to that final.
It's like it's holding out to have the last play of the half, but unfortunately lost possession. A little bit of time, 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes left in this, and another loss of possession. And now PSG is going to get it back. Loses possession again, gives it back to MH7. R9 trying to get on the end of that, but good defending. And now that they're 1-1 tied, are they going to go for more goals, or are they just going to cancel each other out? Seems like they've been canceling each other out since the first 14 minutes, but hopefully we get some action very soon. I would say that of all the games, this is probably the likeliest to go to extra time, in my opinion.
I agree.
We have Bellingham on the ball. KDB. Cancelo gives it to Cristiano. R9. Conte's there. Varane. Flashback, of course.
Of the flashback variety.
Yes. You know what they're using the 86 Varane. He's not welcome anymore. That was at the start of the year. We've moved on.
We've evolved.
We've got flashback Varane. We've got team leader Diaz and Marquinhos.
And that is half, 1-1. Equal at half. Thoughts?
Oof. Again, I don't want to say the 2 goals were lucky, but I think they were definitely not expected. Funny enough, I think that was kind of like out of character. It was 2 situations where one was just a giveaway or an interception, and then the other, right after kickoff, volley at the near post. So I don't think they really expected it to be like that. I was expecting like a draw until the second leg, to be honest with you. But it looks like they've kicked off the second half. As we see the concentration on their faces, looking at that intense gameplay.
An inside look. So what pros look like when they're playing.
This is what the controller sees. This is exactly what the controller. If you ever wanted a controller eye view,
this is it.
This is it. The intensity that you see on the faces of the players. And just the rapid eye movement going back and
that's
forth.
what gets me. The rapid eye movement back and forth. The lips.
Back and forth as we get into that second half. MH7 in the white, still with the ball. Gravenberch now has been subbed on. João Cancelo. Pele. Gravenberch trying that direct pass. KDB is there. Jude's gonna lose out the ball. That heavy touch wins it back though. Jude Bellingham absolutely everywhere. Can do anything in this game. Pele. He's gonna find somebody at the back post. Ronaldo! Ronaldo with the back post header. What a cross. What a finish.
Crazy.
And what a player.
You know, I thought for sure Donnarumma had that. Or was that De Gea?
Oh, that was De Gea,
That was
maybe.
De Gea. Yeah, I thought for sure. I guess he's a little bit shorter than Donnarumma, but I thought for sure the goalkeeper had that.
Or maybe that was Donnarumma that gets caught, but MH7 decided to go with that De Gea instead. And that might be his undoing. As we cue up a pause here, I think maybe MH7 gonna make a few changes now that he's behind a goal early in this second half. Definitely needs to switch a thing or two here or there just to get back into us. I mean, we did see a quick response after kickoff in that last goal, but what are we gonna see here?
We might see another quick response back. And like I said before, a 1-goal deficit is nothing to laugh about. Easy to come back from. One mistake, and it's all level again.
Let's see what MH7 does here. 58 minutes, nearly 30 minutes left, and great interception for Hakimi. Good defense from PSG. Next goal is going to be very important. If PSG can get this, he'll be living comfortably in the second leg. He's going to cross to the back post again. Messi, back post again. Is Mbappe there? No. R9 he was looking for, or Ronaldo again. Couldn't find him, but that might be the move now that he's going to be using. Since he can't really break through the defense on the ground, he's probably going to try to create some space wide. And then cross into that back post. That's probably why you want the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo in your team, Leah.
100%. Especially, I feel like he perhaps knows that De Gea isn't quite as strong as Donnarumma, and now that he's made a mistake, or De Gea didn't quite get to that, that's probably something that he'll try and exploit. So
definitely something he's going to look to exploit. He's got Messi. Again, he's got that chance to get that cross in. Doesn't take it, though. Doesn't feel like he has enough space. Hakimi gives it back to Marquinhos. Gets it back, though. Nice ball to Mbappe. Nice turn. Is anybody on the back post?
Oh!
Ronaldo is there again. He's doing his signature celebration. That Leia definitely said. I thought that was Ronaldo for a second. Good job.
You know, what a pass. What a pass to pick out, because I feel like most people, again, granted, we're not all pros, would try to go a little bit closer, somewhere, you know, in the box, a shorter pass, but he picked out the open man at the far post. Crazy. Love to see it. 3-1 for TH Zin. Perhaps our prediction reigns true.
Oh, he's through on goal here. Another goal.
Crazy. 4-1 first leg, and there are still 20 fake minutes to go.
PH Zin seems to be running away with this right now in the second half of the first leg. 3 goals to the good. Everything just seems to be opening up right now. The through ball to R9, and R9, you can't give him that much space. You know what's going to happen.
Every time. I think this is where MH7 has to, you know, regain some of that composure. I think conceding 2 to 3 goals within a matter of minutes frustrates anyone, especially, you know, on a big stage like this with a lot of money on the line. So composure, regain that, recalibrate, as you say, Chu, and at least finish this leg strong to go into the second leg to redeem.
Definitely needs to finish this one strong. Hopefully he can get at least 1 goal back just to keep him in contention. 2 goals, as we've seen in the match between Baladero.
I don't think we've seen the last of goals yet.
Exactly.
There's a few more.
Baladero and Rampazzo showing us that a 2-goal deficit is probably the trickiest scoreline in FIFA. And it can go away very quickly. So if he can get 1 more goal, that could set things up for a very, very interesting finish. Let's see what happens here. We got PH Zindo on the ball, trying to find a 5th goal. If he has a 5th goal, Leah, I think maybe that's
I think that might be something extraordinary would have to happen in the second leg for MH7 to come back from a 4-goal deficit. That's a big one. That's not as easy as 2 goals, unfortunately.
Definitely not as easy as 2, but
never say never.
Never say never. Never say never when it comes to FIFA esports. We've seen crazy comebacks in the past. Could we see another one here? 4 minutes left, but I think PHN is going to just keep holding on to the ball. He doesn't need to do anything. He's not in a rush at all. He's got the 3-goal lead, as you can see in the scoreline.
You know, I'm surprised that MH7 hasn't taken a pause, especially after that last goal, to, like you said, recalibrate and change some things. But maybe at this point he's just waiting to go into the second leg and recalibrate then between matches.
He might have to wait till that, because I don't think he's going to touch the ball for the rest of this game. Or maybe as soon as I say that, the commentator's curse. Gets the ball back, though. Just absolute masterclass from PH Zin in this first leg. Wins it 4-1.
Crazy.
I'm not sure if I saw that coming. Did you, Leah?
I didn't. You know, I saw PH Zin coming out on top. But at the beginning of this game, remember I said, I don't know, this is gonna be maybe a low-scoring game. It was 1-all until later in the second half. So surprising, not overly surprised, but for a 3-goal deficit and a 4-1 scoreline, I think that surprised me a little. You?
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot closer, honestly. I thought maybe after that 1-1, those 2 quick goals that we saw, I thought maybe it was going to stay even for the rest of the game, but PH just absolutely took things over in that second half of the first leg. Maybe that's the experience coming through, the experience of having traveled to different lands and different countries already pre-pandemic, you know. Maybe that is what is shining through for PH at this moment. Just the difference in quality there, the difference in decision making as well from PH, absolutely incredible. And hopefully we do have the replays that we can show you right now from that first leg. But my goodness, an absolute match, guys. This was the equalizing goal for PH right there, as you can see. And then from here on, Leah, he just kind of took things over, didn't he?
He did. As I said before, you guys, I feel like, you know, MH7 might have had some confidence before this equalizer. He was up. Perhaps MH7's the underdog within that organization against PH Sin. So we might have felt, you know, confident. Maybe he got a little bit complacent knowing he was 1-0 up. But then it seems that defensively he was strong, which is odd. But that's how I feel PH Sin started to exploit, because he knew, like you said, Shu, that he couldn't break down MH7's defense on the ground. So we started using that over-the-top through ball to the back post.
Exactly. That's when things started to change. You can see Ronaldo, oh my goodness, just leaping above everybody, everybody to win that header. Like you said, he started, you know, playing out wide. I think this might change up the gameplay for the rest of the competitors, honestly. The fact that they're seeing this work for PHZ, maybe they're going to start to do more back post crosses. I think you see a bit of that more in Europe. Like I've seen a lot of the German pro players do a bit of more of that crossing to the back post. They even do this, you know, I forgot what the name of the exact cross is, but they'll send their center backs up on a 1-2 and then cross it deep, and the center back will head it in. I think one of the pro players from Germany figured that out, but you haven't seen that a lot here. They're probably trying to play it a bit safe, but that is something that I did see on some online tournaments. So we'll see what happens in that second leg. We're just going to wait for that second leg to start up, and of course PH having that 4-1 advantage so far, absolutely dominating his teammate. We'll let you guys know later on what the score lines from the other team matchup is between the two SPQR players, Young and Rampazzo. Of course, they're going to match up in the loser side. Some of the losers bracket games will be played off stream until tomorrow, where we'll see the losers final, and then also leading into that grand final where we'll see who is going to take home that $35,000 prize of the $100,000 prize pool. So for you so far, is PH the best performing player, or did you also like Charlie Human?
I really loved that game between Charlie and SPQR Young. That was the most explosive, the most exciting, the most engaging game for me today. Lots of excitement, lots of drama, lots of theatrics. I think both PH in each group, I think Charlie and PH are going to be the ones to beat. Yeah, that's my vote.
We'll see what Balladero has to say about that. We'll see that game next up. After the second leg, we still have a second leg to go. These are two-legged affairs in the eLibertadores. Of course, CONMEBOL, known for hosting the Copa Libertadores. Now they're bringing it to the virtual stage with the eLibertadores. La Gloria Eterna, who is going to take home the eternal glory. Of course, we saw in the Copa Libertadores, Palmeiras take that home, but eLibertadores is going to be a bit different. Could it be Ronaldinho's esports team? Could it be Essentials Gaming? Could it be SPQR, Infinity Esports? We're going to find out by the end of this weekend as we see the guys just making a few changes here and there before they go into that second leg. Second leg coming up for you guys in just 1 minute. The coaches maybe just pointing some things out that maybe the players might not have noticed. And PH
tactical changes. Chad, I'll throw it over to you. What do you guys think? Do you think MH7 makes a comeback against his very own teammate, PH Sin? Or do you think PH Sin goes to dominate the second leg and take the whole round? I don't know. I feel like this is a situation where, like I said before, they know how each other plays. They know their play style. They know exactly, their tricks, the things they have up their sleeve. So is PH Sin potentially exploiting the quote weaker sides to MH7's gameplay? Does he know that perhaps, in the air, he's not as good at defending? Or is that something that he's tactically changing on the fly during the game? I think maybe a bit of both.
It honestly could be a bit of both. And that is exactly what I'm expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what will happen in this second leg. The guys are just getting warmed up, getting prepared.
And the second leg, what do you think? Do you think there's a comeback? Do you think we equalize at all? 4-all?
I do not see that happening. I won't lie to you. I think PH Zin, I think he's got this wrapped up unless we get a goal, maybe in the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Maybe something goes crazy, or at least we get 2 goals in the first half from MH7. That could be a possibility, but
sorry,
we'll see.
sorry.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah, I agree, but we've seen all too often where players go up by a considerable lead and then they get complacent. Then they get, a little confident, perhaps a little cocky. They have the lead. They know that perhaps they don't need to attack as hard. And like you said, maybe they'll sit back and absorb some more pressure, and that's when mistakes are made. So do you think that there's a situation like that where, he might just be willing to sit back this game and not attack as much as the first, or do you think he goes full out?
I think if it was an inexperienced player who hasn't been to a lot of lands, that would be a case. But PH Zin, again, even though he's 18, he has so much land experience that I think he knows what he needs to do. Usually, in this kind of situation, the best thing to do is to just keep on attacking. Never stop attacking, because the moment you stop attacking, then you invite the pressure, then you get a bit more nervous. As soon as your opponent scores that one goal, that first goal, you get a bit nervous, like, oh man, am I sitting back a bit too deep? Then you start to doubt yourself. Then you invite more pressure, you invite more mistakes, and you invite more goals. And then that can be your undoing. So you probably don't want that to happen. And I don't think he's going to let that happen either.
I agree. I think that we'll see at least 2 more goals, if not more, from PH Zin in this second leg.
Yes, we will. We're just waiting for things to get started. And then we'll get the second leg going. Don't forget, we do have one more round of matches after this between the Group B competitors, the Group B winners, ESG Charlie Human and NMG Baladero. These guys are just waiting for their games to kick off. And we will get things going in just a second. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Of course, hope you guys got your rewards, your TIFOs, your swaps tokens, and also your badge for the CONMEBOL eLibertadores. You can see the 2 competitors there fighting for that beautiful trophy that already has Matias Bonanno's name on it, who won it last year for Crew Esports. Of course, PH Zin knows all about that. He unfortunately lost in the final of that tournament. And this year, he wants to go one better and bring it home to Brazil. They feel like Argentina might have had that trophy for a bit too long. And Brazil wants it back, Leia.
I think it might even be, like I said, my prediction is another Brazil-Argentina final with PH Zin in the final again against another Argentinian, but this time Charlie Human. I think 2 very different play styles. It'll be interesting if they ever match up throughout the course of this tournament, but I think it could be a very exciting final.
Could definitely be an exciting final. We'll see if we ever get it going. I think the guys are almost ready. The referee's just doing an extra check here and there, just to make sure everything is all ready and prepared.
You know, that is one of the nicer esports trophies that I've seen.
It definitely is. I have to admit, it's you know, it's nice that they kind of replicate the Libertadores trophy. Get that same vibe. So it feels like you're basically winning the Libertadores as well.
Exactly.
And I wonder, maybe it would be really cool if they you know, they bring out the winner to, and you know, one of the the Copa Libertadores matches to present his trophy to the crowd.
Oh, that would be cool. And look at that walkway. There's a runway down to the trophy. Amazing. Love that.
Exactly. Great job by CONMEBOL with the set, with the visuals and everything as we get the second leg going. Here we go. Who is going to be our first winners finalist? Is it going to be PhD with a 3-goal advantage, or is it going to be an amazing comeback from MH7, his teammate? Leah, what do you think?
I don't know. Like you guys said, I think it'll be a very, very, very difficult feat to come back from a 3-0 lead, or a 3-0 deficit rather. But, you know, crazier things have happened in FIFA, especially in FIFA tournaments. But like you said, PH's in with the experience. He's done this before. He's been here before. He plays numerous games against numerous pros. And I think he knows better than to blow a 3-goal lead. But, like I said, you never know. Complacency could kick in. You could sit back a little bit. All we need is one goal for MH7. I think his mentality changes a little bit.
One goal could change everything. Who's going to get that first goal? This first goal is going to be so important. As you see, PH attacking in the dark strip from right to left. MH7 on the ball right now. But again, that first goal could change so much. If PH gets it, it could be GG's. On the other hand, if MH7 gets it, then we could be seeing a comeback on the cards. 10 minutes gone, no goals left. No goals yet, excuse me, have been scored. Conte on the ball. Nice interception from that man again, Jude Bellingham. So for you, is he the MVP, the man of the match?
I think so. I think consistently, he is always the one in the midfield that is just making a difference in the game. And you know what? I'm trying to think about how I can link him on my team, because I definitely don't run a Bundesliga side, but nor do I have English players. But I'm going to have to maybe change something around to include him, because, yeah, I think what I'm seeing is nothing but good things.
You might have to get a couple icons to link him up. You know, you do have that RTTF, Road to the Final, Emre Can. He's got that green link with the German links as well. But
yeah, that's true. Alphonso Davies, that could work.
Alphonso Davies could work as well.
Interesting.
You have a few options there to link him in your team, but I'm guessing a lot of people are going to want to use him after seeing some of the tournaments.
Yeah, a few more of him after this weekend.
I wonder if he's going to get a team of the season or anything. We'll see. Great ball there by MH7, but just can't quite connect to his Mbappe that's on the wing, Pele. He's going to give it to Jude. Jude's finding KDB. Is KDB going to hit it? Ball roll. Tries to find Ronaldo, but intercepted once again. Mbappe's making a nice run, though, over the top. You see there on the left side. What's he going to do now?
By Mbappe.
He's going to twist and turn, but Hakimi, he's got him absolutely locked up. Can't get by him. 25 minutes gone. R9 was making a run there. I don't know if he saw that. Trying to go down the wing, couldn't find him. MH7 is going to start to create his chance. Conte. Marquinhos. Hakimi on the ball. He's got Conte free in the middle. Bellingham waiting for the pass, but the other Bellingham already saw that.
It doesn't look like Peterson's putting on the same amount of pressure, and rightfully so. He probably doesn't need to. He just needs to defend and, you know, attack when he receives possession. But until then, it's not the same aggression that we saw in the first leg.
Definitely not the same aggression. Again, trying to over the top through ball, but it's just not working for MH7. 30 minutes gone. Definitely needs one goal before the end of the first half if he wants to complete this comeback. He'll put him in a nice little position, but I think PHN is going to just try and hold as much possession as possible just to see out this game. Pele. Oh, Bellingham and Mbappe's on the ball now. He's got some space. Pele's going to get the ball back. Ball roll. Twisting, turning Mbappe, but again, this Bellingham is just absolutely everywhere for both of these guys. Now Conte gives the ball again. Back to Ronaldo, PHN. He's not too stressed out about the clock right now. Just going to take his time. Hold possession as long as he can with Pele. Maybe even switch the play if he needs to. He's going to give it to Bellingham. All white to Pele. Nice turn from Pele. Oh, he's got some space. Mbappe, instant pass, but can't quite find his teammate. And now Maradona. New addition to the team, it looks like. Oh, Maradona!
Oh, so close. You know, I feel like MH7 has to do something before halftime, has to score a goal at least, or else 3 goals in 1 half. That's tough. That's a tough deficit to come back from.
That is a tough deficit. I actually thought that was going in on the far post, but a weak foot from Maradona, maybe not the best.
I think MH7 needs to go all in at this point. Like you said last time, nothing to lose. He's down by 3 goals. No risk, no reward, right?
No risk, no reward whatsoever. You just gotta go for it right now. PHN with the ball though. Again, he's in no rush. He's gonna do what he needs to do to see this out.
Yeah, he's good. He's comfortable, with the lead. He doesn't feel like he's chilling.
He is absolutely chilling. He has nothing to fear right now, as he's probably going to see out this first half without conceding a goal. This is exactly what he needed. And after this, he's just 45 in-game minutes away from being the winner's final winner of Group A.
And like I said, I think MH7 has to make some major changes at halftime in order to have a chance of coming back. But I don't know if it looks too promising. I think he is playing it a little bit safe. He doesn't want to lose possession, but then in turn doesn't get any chances. So he really, really needs to go all out attack, throw everyone up.
Definitely needs to go all out attack if he wants to get something back in this game. 3 goals down. PHN kicking things off again. He's just going to keep holding possession as long as he can, just to make sure that MH7 doesn't have the chance to make a comeback. So the best thing, finesse! That green
was
time
tall enough
finesse.
for that one.
I was gonna say, I thought we haven't seen a green time finesse shot yet, but hopefully we see one soon. Ronaldo on the ball. Oh, over the top. I can see what he was trying to do there. He was trying to get it out wide, but that's just not working for him yet. I can't see any way that MH7 can get back in this game. We got some space down on the wing with Ronaldo. Who's he going to look out for? Gets it right back. Cancelo switches the play, but that's going to be offside.
40 in-game minutes till it's a dub for PHN. That's what you expected? I think so.
I mean, this was the guy I picked from the start. I'm not going to lie. I mean, not to be full of myself or anything, but it was the first name I saw. I mean, that's the guy that I've known the most out of any of these competitors. Again, that tournament experience always comes clutch in a land like this, especially after you've been away from land so long. The guys that know how to get it done, the guys that have been here before. And PHN, he's been here before, let me tell you.
It's a bit of a different game than we saw the first time he played, first time around.
Exactly. I think maybe the first time he was just a bit, maybe the nerves, the rust was shaken off. And then after that, He's been absolutely immaculate. You know, one thing we haven't noticed or we haven't seen so far is no penalties.
None. Not one.
All the tackling so far has been absolutely amazing. You see a chance here, but again, nothing happening for MH7. No way through whatsoever for MH7. PH Zin with the ball once again. Most of possession going his way. MH7 needs to get on the ball as soon as possible. 3 goals are still needed. But now, oh, there's a lot of space back here. A lot of space. Oh, if you just had that one pass. PH Zin was through there, but Varane flashback doing the business.
Getting it done. You know, no goals in this second leg yet. Almost 70 minutes through and not one for either.
No goals whatsoever. These two just kind of feeling each other out in this leg. Of course, one of them chasing the lead, the other one just trying to hold the lead, so just canceling each other out. But there was a chance here. Oh, very composed at the back from PH Zin. 69 minutes gone. 20 minutes left for PH Zin to book his place as the winner of the Group A final. De Bruyne. R9. Mbappe is going to turn. He's going to try and take a shot off. He's got a pass for R9. Can't get past the defender with the fake shot.
You know, you have to commend MH7's defending because a lot of the goals that PHN have scored have been tough ones to defend. You know, those over the top through balls to the back post, those are hard. Those are hard to defend. And otherwise, you know, on the ground, he's been very defensively sound. So, and even in this game, no goals conceded. I don't feel like PHN's perhaps attacking the same way that he was in the first leg, but definitely a good defensive performance nonetheless.
Definitely not attacking as much as he would like. Right. You see KDB on the ball, trying to make something happen for MH7. Nothing seems to be happening so far.
I feel like you have to remember too that these guys are teammates, so PHN might be just comfy with the three-goal lead, and you know he doesn't want to push anymore unless perhaps MH7 scores another goal and makes the score a little bit closer. But I think he's good. He's comfy where he is.
Definitely comfy where he is. You can see there he's composed. He's relaxed. Knows what he's doing. He's been here before so many times. And he's just going to see this one out after taking that great lead in the first leg. It's always good to get that business done early.
At 25 minutes. Crazy. 3 goals.
3 goals in such a short amount of time. As we get going back here again, 82 minutes. That's a professional foul there. Yellow card, he's going to take that. He's okay with that. I think that's going to be Pedri he's brought on. It's probably the first time we've seen Pedri in this tournament.
I didn't realize what Pedri's in-game face. Looks like it is not his.
Pele. Last few attacks here for MH7. He's going to get at least a consolation. Oh, Donnarumma with the big save. Well, 1 shot on goal that he's had so far.
I feel like the positive, the optimistic side of me, this is not the end. You know, this is not the end for MH7. He still gets to drop to the lower bracket. He still gets to compete and perhaps, you know, end up in the final with PHN again. You never know. Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened as we get a corner there for PH Zin. Last couple of minutes on the clock, and it looks like PH Zin is gonna book his place through to the next round.
It is looking that way.
All that's left here is the final whistle for the referee. And it'll be a GG for PHN against his R10 teammate. Ronaldinho probably watched it somewhere. Probably proud of the two. Especially
Yes.
PHN and what he's brought to the table. And there you go.
There you
PHN
have it.
is the winner of Group A. And MH7 goes down to the loser side, the loser's bracket. Hopefully he can make his way up.